Welcome back. Come on in. I'm so glad that you're here. Grab you something to drink. Let's visit. If we haven't met before, my name is Michelle, and I'm so glad that you stopped by, that you didn't just keep scrolling on by. I'm glad that you're here. This is Life Changes, where the Lord leads us through life changes. And let me tell you, life changed in October for many, many people, and my family included. So, here it is. Here's the meal plan that I shared with you for October. This was crocktober. And, well, the beginning of crocktober month, we had a house guest. Her name was Helene, and she was not a very good house guest. And she actually knocked our power out for a week where we live. Other people went longer. I think everyone in our area has power now, but some people are still having to do some repairs, and a lot of chainsaws are going. And there are places that you've seen on the news that are going to be working for quite a while. So that whole week was, there's no crock pot. If you don't have power, you don't have a crock pot. So we had to make do. And what we did was we ate as much out of our refrigerator as we could before the food went bad. Then we went to the store and got some non-perishable stuff to go with what we had, already in our pantry. And we made do. So then the challenge was, what do we get that we haven't eaten? Okay, so we had to go to the store and we had to rebuy everything. And this is what a lot of people were talking about. People that were on fixed incomes, they may not have the money, especially if they were out of work, to restock their whole freezer and refrigerator. And I'm talking condiments, not just milk and eggs, but cheese, any meat that was in there, mayonnaise, ketchup, mustard, all those things that had been opened, salad dressings, fresh veggies, all of that had to be replaced. And a lot of our stock that we had for in the freezer had to be replaced too. So it kind of threw a loop into it. We were able to get a few things to replenish it, but I had to get creative. And here's my Bible verse. I've shared this with you numerous times whenever we do a recipe together. And it is from Colossians 3:14. There she is. And over all these virtues, put on love, which binds them all together in perfect unity. Let me tell you, folks, this verse really came true. My family was wonderful. They were willing to try new things. They were willing this month to let me get creative and to try to create different menus and different things like that. Just because it was written on the menu board did not mean it was going to happen this time. It just didn't. And they were so wonderful and so understanding. I am so blessed to have a family that's like, okay, Mom, we'll eat it. We'll try it. If they had to put some extra hot sauce on something, I didn't care. I didn't. So one of the things is that we had to do is we had to move things around. And this is why I always write in pencil. And you'll see that I've actually erased and I've moved things around because some of our ingredients I couldn't get it done, like our chicken jalapeno popper soup. I didn't have the time that week to go ahead and do the chicken to get it prepped. Now I know I could have put it in the crock pot and cooked it and done the one dish thing, but I try to go ahead and cook all of my chicken and have it done shredded in the freezer so I can just pull it out when I need it. So we move things around. We bump things around. And they were okay with that. We actually took some things off of the menu because we couldn't get it. There were shortages in our area. Plus, I'm sure there has been a lot of recalls. I don't know why. I don't remember recalls when I was growing up. Maybe it was because I was a kid and I didn't care and my mother worried about it. And maybe it was because we grew most of our own food and, we bought local for our meat. I don't remember there being recalls, but there's been a lot of recalls. So we had to act that factor into it too, on top of the shortages. There should not have been any shortages, but there were. People panicked, and so that upset everything. And as I shared last time, I made that executive decision to go ahead and do our Thanksgiving dinner. So that changed what we were supposed to have. Not a big deal. I just moved things around. So Crocktober was not as successful as I would like it to have been. We have still some recipes to go. Not sure if I can even get the ingredients for some of this. Unfortunately, sometimes things are seasonal, and that can affect things as well. So you kind of have to go with things, and that's what we're going to do. So when you come back next time for November, and I share ideas for November, you're going to notice that a lot of November is going to be using some basic ingredients. And these are things that I have stocked up in my pantry. We're going to be working on those things and using up some of the things, and that's what a pantry is for, is using up those things. So that's what we're going to be working on next time. I apologize that our Crocktober did not turn out. Let me know if you did a Crocktober and what was your favorite meal? What worked out really, really great for you? I think I'm looking at it now. A lot of these things we did not even get. I think one of our big successes was the soups that we shared last year. If you go over to the playlist in the kitchen, I can try to put one up there if I can figure out how to do it. I'm still learning. Thank you for your patience. But the cheeseburger soup, the chicken jalapeno popper soup, those are very, very hearty meals, and they worked really well in the crock pot. We also have a pizza soup we didn't even get to because there was no power. So that we have the ingredients except for the, cheese and stuff. So we're going to be bumping that to November. So you're going to see that one again. And we're going to try this again. And leave me a comment below. Let me know how your Crocktober went. I hope you've been doing well. If you were affected by Hurricane Helene, know that you are still in our prayers. As always, if you need prayers, just leave a comment below that says pray. That's all you have to do. You don't have to give us any details, and our family would be glad to put you on our prayer list. So remember, friends, I love you. God loves you. We're never alone. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.